Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, Advanced Car Care Center, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey there, good morning to you on Tuesday, and not just any Tuesday of Thanksgiving week, which is exciting, a short week for a lot of folks. Hope that's true for you and hope your week is going well. We're going to tell you about some news this morning.
All right. Missouri Attorney General Catherine Hanaway is investigating companies that make and sell a drug-like product called 7-0. It's a concentrated form of kratom sold in gummies and drinks at gas stations and smoke shops. You sometimes see them up at the counter at the gas station. She says the products act like opioids and they may be marketed as harmless supplements without safety testing. 6 companies, including one based in Kansas City, called Shaman Botanicals, have been ordered to hand over lab reports and safety information. State health officials and the FDA have already issued warnings, while some manufacturers insist their products are safe. Yee. I've seen those at the gas station.
Yeah. I've seen them lots of places, yeah.
A petition effort to put Missouri's new congressional map on the 26th ballot has turned into a court battle. A Dallas signature gathering company says rivals are offering big money to workers to quit and hand over signed petitions. The company also says the misinformation is being fueled by State Attorney General Catherine Hanaway, who has accused the group of hiring illegal workers. Claims the company's what the company says is false. Supporters say they already have more than 200,000 signatures, but are facing escalating efforts to stop the issue from ever reaching voters.
For the second time this month, workers at SPX Cooling Technologies in North Springfield walked out saying the company is retaliating against them for unionizing. Employees say management removed all work chairs that are used for fabrication, issued warnings to strikers, and docked pay for bathroom breaks. The union says complaints are now before the National Labor Relations Board. The workers say they will continue to strike until the company stops the retaliation and agrees to negotiate. And here's some good news. Springfield-based O'Reilly Automotive has donated $850,000 to local charities after hosting 2 company golf tournaments. That's incredible. Wow, that is amazing. The money was split between 36 local nonprofits, including, to name a few, Ozarks Food Harvest, Child Advocacy Center, Harmony House, and Big Brothers Big Sisters. Company says the need in the community is great and is still greater than what they could fund by themselves as a company. They're encouraging others to give as well to meet the need. Donations were presented during a ceremony at the Doubletree Hotel. Good for them.
All right. Springfield Public Schools are nearing final design for a new Pershing Middle School, with construction expected to start in mid-2026. So that's not too far away now. That $58 million project is funded through last year's bond issue. It'll include a 2-story building, a storm shelter, gym, and safety upgrades. The new school will be built on the north end of the current campus, which is exciting. So you don't have to move locations. Students will continue in classes in the old building until the new one is finished. Should be around 2028. Once built, the old building will be removed to make room for athletic fields and green space.
Yeah, a lot of changes happening.
Yes. All right. Speaking of changes, a new roundabout is coming to the intersection of Route FF and Weaver Road on the West Bypass, similar to the one that is on Republic Road and Glenstone. MoDOT says the design will improve safety and traffic flow right there, and Weaver Road will also be widened east to Cloverdale. Construction is expected to start in 2027 and last several months. Neighbors can learn more at a community meeting that's upcoming at the Battlefield Fire Station, happening on December 16th.
You know, if you're going to be there and that affects you, don't badmouth the roundabout until you drive the roundabout and see if it's going to work, because I did that at one near us, and I thought it was going to be terrible, and then I ended up I like it. I like the roundabout, and it takes a big man to say that, but I like the roundabout.
It takes a humble man to say that, and here I am, very, very humble and willing to say that.
I've
but
always
I was
said
wrong.
I've always said that I've been very humble. I've always said that. But I like the roundabout. In certain situations, it works. I still don't like all of them, so I'm not going to say that.
Just so you know, there's like one phrase that this is actually a true story. My grandma used to always tell me, don't ever say, I told you so.
Yeah.
No situation where you should ever say, I told you so. Like the person knows if you told them so. So I won't say that I told you so because my grandma said not to.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if you told me. You didn't tell me it was going to be great. You just said, why don't you keep your mouth shut until you see how it works? Is that what you mean by told you so? If so, then congratulations.
A little bit.
But it's not like you said, oh, this is going to be fantastic. You're going to love this roundabout. It's exactly what we need right here in this space.
It drives me crazy when someone goes off on something that they literally have no clue what they're talking about, how it's going to work, what it's going to look like. And Ethan was like, this is crazy. I'm like, anyway, neither here nor there.
I was pretty fired up about it. But I can admit it. Hey, listen. It's a roundabout that works. Again, in the space, I think that the road department did a great job with that.
You mean the engineers who designed it? Shocking.
Well, the people who studied it and then built it.
The people who studied traffic flow, traffic pattern, engineering, all those things. They did a great job. Good.
Hey, you know what? Tip of the hat to those folks because they did a nice job with it. So I'm going to hold my judgment on the next one until it's in.
It sounds like a great idea.
All right. I was telling the good folks not to get ahead of them, though. Just relax and see how it plays out. There's lots of time to complain afterwards. All right. A new medical facility is coming to Fort Leonard Wood in April. The General Leonard Wood Community Hospital will serve service members, retirees, and military families with what they're saying is modern inpatient and outpatient services, advanced surgery, and new diagnostic technology, which sounds like all you want in a hospital. Army officials say the building also includes energy-saving features and a design focused on patient comfort, which is that's in vogue right now. Patient comfort. They call it a long-term commitment to military health care. So that's coming to Fort Leonard Wood very, very soon. And then there's this. I don't know if you heard about this. Crystal Bridges Museum in Bentonville, Arkansas, will host former President Barack Obama on December 1st as part of the new Building Bridges Lecture Series. Tickets for the free event sold out. President Obama will focus on discussing leadership, civic leadership specifically, democracy as the nation approaches its 250th anniversary. He will also hold a private roundtable with some students from across the state of Arkansas.
Thank you for calling him President Obama instead of former President Obama. For all the journalism students in the audience,
that's a
round of applause.
I don't buy that one. I say former all the time because it's true.
No, you didn't start saying former until Donald Trump.
That's not true. A former president, he's not the president, so he's the former president.
The rule of journalism, somebody back me up. Somebody besides this journalist.
Nobody else knows or cares.
You never need to refer to president as the former president. You just call him president for the rest of his life, for the rest of her life. Someday.
I don't know. AP doesn't make all the rules. I don't follow all the rules.
AP does make the rule. AP makes the rule. That's the
Who
thing.
says?
Yes, they do.
Who says?
AP makes the rule for journalism. There's a standard. It's the standard.
I know.
And then all of a sudden people started saying like former President Trump, former President Biden, no, they don't need the word former ever. Everybody knows who the president is. Everybody knows who the current president is. You're not confusing anybody. Nobody's confused. President Obama. Yes, he's a former president. We don't need the word former. So I appreciate you abiding by the rules of the AP who set the rule. And
from now on, I'm going to intentionally not follow the rule.
I can already tell. I can actually already tell.
Because I don't like it. I don't like that
rule.
rule.
Rebellious spirit rising up. I hear it.
I don't like the rule. I don't like the rule. And who's AP to tell me what to do?
They're the AP. That's who they are.
Who gave them that right?
I know they've made some dumb rules.
Yeah,
lots of them, but that's not one of them. One of the dumb rules, for instance,
literal doesn't mean literal anymore.
No, that's true. Also, instead of saying there were more than 500 people, you can say there were over 500 people. That's not correct grammar, which we need a standard. I'm not saying that it doesn't. I understand what you're saying when you say there were over 500 people, but the reality is that is not correct grammar. It drives me crazy that the AP has decided it's okay because they set the standard. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with former is all I'm saying.
Anyway. Okay, moving on. This is quite the segue. Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses are coming to town. The Guns N' Roses, as in the rock group, the rock band Guns N' Roses, not Guns and Roses. Okay. The legendary rock band is going to be at Thunder Ridge Arena near Branson on September 12th of 26. So that's exciting. The tour features the iconic hits like Welcome to the Jungle and Sweet Child of Mine. I won't sing it for you. Fans can also
Welcome to the Jungle didn't really sound like Axl.
Welcome to the Jungle. I can't sing.
He screams it.
I know. And it would just be, my microphone would be like, what are you trying to do? Anyway, fans can also catch the band in St. Louis and Kansas City in August. But again, they're coming September 12th to Branson to Thunder Ridge Nature Arena. Pre-sale tickets starts December 3rd. So if you want to get them for somebody for Christmas, check it out.
That's a long time off. September. Yeah. That's an early concert announcement.
It is early, but that's going to sell out in about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. By the way, this is kind of fun. If you are a listener of 104.7 The Cave, they are giving away tickets. You can win tickets right now. Presale starts Thursday at 10 a.m. So tune in and you can listen to them if you want to win some. There you go.
They are one of the best rock bands of all time. I think they're in the conversation. They're on the list. I don't know that they're number one. I don't know if anybody would say that, but
okay. Now for our own giveaway, this is very exciting. We did this last year. It was quite a hit. It was also very fun to look at all the pictures, but Around the Ozarks is ready to deck the Ozarks for Christmas. From right now through December 7th, you have 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks to submit the pictures of your favorite or best holiday decor or lighting display. Go to aroundtheozarks.com, click on contest, and you can submit your picture very easily for the next 2 weeks. Deadline on that's December 7th. And then on December 8th through 14th, everybody votes for 1 week. You got a 1 week window to vote for your favorite picture. And whoever wins gets a 4-pack of tickets to Silver Dollar City. Thank you, SDC. $100 to Jim's Steakhouse and $100 to Alamo Draft House. Now, all of that amazing prize is brought to you by the Barker Shop. Not the barber shop, but the Barker Shop. Get it? They are a professional pet services shop that you can get boarding, grooming, daycare, all breeds, all needs, all the love.
That's nice. That's a very clever name for the shop.
I like it. The Barker Shop. Super cute.
And that's at aroundtheozarks.com?
SHOPPE, which makes it even cuter.
It does.
That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey, we want to thank our sponsors for being with us. We're very grateful to the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, Advanced Car Care Center, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair. We couldn't do it without you, so thank you for doing that, for being with us. And anybody out there needs any of the services you provide, those are the best people to look up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. And we do hope to see you back here tomorrow morning. Have a good one.
Yep.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Conditions across the Ozarks this morning are not too nice. We've got low visibility, some dense fog across the Ozarks, low clouds, and even a bit of lingering rainfall possible, at least early on today. Temperatures are starting out in the 50s, and we will warm into the 60s this afternoon. Today's kind of when we start to see things change. However, we're going to see much cooler weather arrive starting tomorrow, so the mild temperatures will be nice today, but it's an overcast start, and I don't expect much change out of our afternoon. We continue to hold on to the low cloud cover across the Ozarks today with that fog possible this morning. Keep that in mind. Visibility may be reduced. We've got winds out of the west, and I do expect them to gust close to 20 miles an hour today, so that's something to think about too. It's not only going to be cloudy, but we also have a breeze, so it won't quite feel like the 60-degree temperatures that we will have out there in terms of highs. A cold front pushing through is going to open the door to much colder temperatures that you'll notice by tomorrow. In fact, I think even overnight tonight, we could see numbers fall back below freezing. That'll set the stage for a cold start on Wednesday. High temperatures only warm into the 40s on Wednesday, so it will be much different. I do expect we'll be either side of 60 degrees today, so relatively nice in terms of temperature today compared to tomorrow. The nicer thing about tomorrow is that the sunshine returns to the forecast, and it does look nice for Wednesday and Thursday. Travel across the Ozarks for the Thanksgiving holiday looks good. We should see sunshine, cold, but sunny. No real weather hazards going to be getting in our way here in the Midwest on Wednesday or Thursday. That may be a different story by the weekend. It looks like some cold rain is going to return to the forecast as early as Saturday and Sunday, but Thanksgiving itself on Thursday looks rather nice with high temperatures in the upper 40s or low 50s and low temperatures back just close to the freezing point. And it will be cold, but as I mentioned, dry and clear. So at least we'll have some nice driving conditions if you're staying here locally to visit with friends or family. Rain showers will return for the holiday weekend, and it looks like a pretty good chance for rain as we head into the weekend forecast again by Saturday and Sunday. That's when I'm looking at that system. Around the country, what's making headlines? Well, it was snowfall yesterday from the border of Canada moving into portions of Montana. It's that snow that's moving into the northern tier of the country today, creating some hazard travel for our friends up north. We also have flash flood and severe weather threats for much of the Tennessee Valley into the interior deep south and the southeast. That's happening today, out ahead of the same system that's bringing us cold temperatures. We will also see above average temperatures for much of the central and eastern United States, while colder temperatures are hanging out for the Pacific Northwest into portions of the Great Plains. So lots going on around the country as we get closer to the Thanksgiving holiday. I do expect that we see temperatures that are going to be much cooler, and we're talking about Thanksgiving in our Brain Twister trivia questions. Here's the question from yesterday. What food was almost certainly not served at the very first Thanksgiving in 1621? Do you think it was A, turkey, B, pumpkin pie, C, venison, or D, corn? Which was not likely at the first Thanksgiving in 1621? Well, that would be B. The pumpkin pie was missing, but turkey, venison, deer meat, those of you that don't know the term venison, and corn, all likely at the very first Thanksgiving in 1621. Here's another Thanksgiving trivia question for you. How many women were present at the original Thanksgiving feast in 1621 in Plymouth? How many do you think? Do you think it was A, 22, B, 13, C, 5, or D, 0? How many women were present at that original Thanksgiving feast? If you have a guess and you'd like to let us know what that is, you can do so at the website. That's aroundtheozarks.com. Big shout out to our sponsors this morning: Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Expect the foggy conditions to turn to cloudy skies for the rest of the day today. Kind of a dreary day across the Ozarks, but high temperatures will make it to near 60. Colder weather and sunshine arriving on Wednesday and Thursday. We're dry through Friday. Rain moves back into the Ozarks and maybe a cold, dreary rain for the weekend. I'll be back to chat with you first thing tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening.